Hey everyone, it's Johnny here. Are you responsible for marketing and communications within your organisation? If you are, I want to ask you two questions. Is your brand visible to the outside world? And two, does your message vibrate? Now, if the answer is no, it's time to challenge old ways of working. It's time to challenge old ways of thinking. And it's the time to redevelop your brand communications strategy. In any organisation, there's always continuous drive for growth. There's always continuous drive for quality. Our brand has a story to tell. It's got ups, it's got downs. But often we don't visualise and tell this story in a way that's going to attract customers, and it's definitely not going to connect with them. So we need to look at how we're currently presenting our brand to the world, and we need to think a little bit differently. Now, there's two things that you should start doing within your organisation. So remember, communications and marketing, it shouldn't be all down to the communications and marketing department, because this is more about brand, and brand is the playground that we all play in. It's from leadership to all employees, right down to the junior roles. Everyone has a part to play in this. So when we're thinking about new campaigns, when we're thinking about new marketing and communications visuals that we're putting out to the world, there's two things I want you to do. So this is the first one, is you need to get your best minds in your organisation together. Get them in a room and start having some fun. It's about cognitive diversity. It's about including everyone in this journey. Now, the second thing I want you to do is start to create some fresh ideas. These fresh ideas will turn into fresh communications. It will get people looking at you, and what we want to do is start getting people thinking about you. And this really comes from the center of your organization. It comes from a brand point of view. Let's get everyone together, let's get creative, let's get imaginative, and let's start coming up with some cool ideas. So I'm going to run through some key stages and some questions. And these are meaningful questions to exercise with your creative team. First section is hearts and minds. Do we keep our customers connected and happy? Do we inspire our community with a clear cause? How do we make our world a better place? Or how do we make the world a better place? The next section, brothers and sisters. Who's on our front line? What type of questions get answered? So in any organisation, there are members of the team that are closer to our customers. These are the people that are speaking to our customers every day. They know their fears and concerns, they answer their questions. These individuals, these members of our team need to be within this discussion, and we need to understand what are our customers saying, what are the questions that are getting asked. Has the needs and wants of our audience changed? What do they care about? Now it's time to connect the dots. So once we have this data, this goal, once we know these challenges, these questions, it's now time as a creative team to join the dots together. Okay, next section, fruit smoothie. It's about bringing it all together now. So we've got to let the ideas roll. Once we've connected the dots together and we understand the problems, now it's time to get creative. It's now time to start throwing loads and loads of ideas out there. It's all about cognitive diversity. So as we're throwing ideas out there, we need a range of ideas from a range of different minds, a range of different cultures, a range of different levels within the organisation, and a range of demographics. It needs to be varied. It can't just be from one type of person in one type of group or one type of person within one type of department. We need the full range, full cognitive diversity here. So the next section is called Great Hair. Do we stand alone against our competitors? Or are we just churning out the same stuff that everyone else does? Who loves us? Who are our fans? Who's our community? And lastly, how do we tap into new trends, new tastes, new ideas? The next section is called Yo. Is our brand story interesting? Does our tone of voice represent who we are? So it's all about messaging now. Are we capturing the attention of our audience? And are we presenting this in an interesting way? Are we presenting it in a way that the story connects with people? The next section is called Bravery. And this is all about the visual. It's all about the visual identity of the brand. Do our visuals stop people in their tracks? Is our brand image, is it distinctive? Is it remarkable? Show me the techie. So this is all about platforms now. What channels make our audience happy? What channels yield the largest, hey, what's this, return of investment? Next section, your room, sir. Where are we taking people? What do we want them to see next? And is it easy? What's the user experience like? And the last section, does it work? What was the best thing we did? Or what's the best thing we're doing? What's the worst? What can we be doing more of? And what should we be doing less of? Test everything. If you're not testing, you can't track it. And if you're not tracking, you can't improve it. So those are the key sections. So go through those sections, go through those questions with your team. Remember, make sure you've got a diverse team of people, your best creative minds. Get them in a room together, get them thinking. If you can't get in a room, do it over a conference call. If you can get outside, be in nature, even better. If you want to be at the cutting edge of your work, you need to be at the cutting edge of communications. You need to tell this story. You need to connect. I know we keep saying that word again, but it is about connecting with people. It's about growing your community. It's about gaining trust and loyalty. And you need to wow them. You know, when we get to the visual, it's got to be stunning. How do we create a stunning visual image that's going to be distinctive? It's going to stand out from everyone else. If you do need any support with this, then please get in touch. You can contact me on any of the platforms that you're seeing this or listening to this. And I'd love to hear more about your brand and see if I can support you in any way. But as always, be useful, be kind, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.